Well, namaste, Mirnam Professor Hey, Apsi Milker Hushiway. I want to talk about a controversial subject. It is something that has come up on the page a lot and in emails, and Tesseract Media sent me an email kind of outlining it. And the reason I want to address this is being cast at me quite a bit. I get emails and folks are accusing me of being this, okay? And the topic is, here's the accusation. Christian missionaries are going into India and influencing the election. They are working against Modi, the BJP. They're trying to promote the Congress Party so Congress can get control and they can stop it. And a lot of Hindus are upset by that. I shouldn't say a lot. There's a faction that is very upset by this, and I kind of want to set the record straight a little bit about me, about this topic. Okay, let's talk about the missionaries. Let's start there. I think this is important. This has happened, from what I understand, primarily in the South, where you have places like Goa, where you have the Catholic influence. These missionaries are Catholic. They're not Christian. Now, I know to my Indian friend that may seem kind of weird. Like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? They're Christian. They got crosses. They talk about Jesus. It is I am evangelical. Okay, so that is something completely different. It would be like saying, Muslims and Sikhs are the same. And they're not. We got a completely different view of things. The two Jesuses that we want. And I think the best way I could just say it would be like, say, after 9/11, it was the Sikhs that did it. But the Sikhs, no, they were Muslims. And this is what I'm saying about this undermining of the election process that is being perceived in India. It's not the Christians, the real Christians. It's the Catholics. The Catholics are, again, completely different. We've done a bunch of shows on my radio show exposing Catholicism, exposing Catholics. And not to get into that, because that will take us, oh boy, a long time to get through. But it's not the same. It would be like, confusing maybe, somebody with the Hindus. I'm sure within Hinduism there are different groupings of folks, and there are probably some groups that are more literal than others. There may be some groups that you would look at, like the average Hindu would look at and say, they're crazy, dude. That's not us. Don't look at us. Don't look at them and say, oh, that's Hindu. That's Catholic. Okay, so these Catholic missionaries aren't Christian missionaries. They're Catholic missionaries. Now, I understand Catholic is a generic term for Christian, but it has a whole lot of different meaning here in America. Does that make sense? Okay. So the fact that people have been accusing me of being a Christian missionary, I just want to point out for the record, I'm not Catholic, okay? And I'm not a missionary. I'm not a ministry. And sometimes people get confused by that. Even my Christian friends here in America get confused by that, because they think because you're a Christian that everything you must be doing is ministry, and that's not true. I'm not a ministry. I'm just a dude. I'm a dude who is Christian, who does media. And this isn't evangelistic in nature. This is humor. This is satire. This is political commentary. This is, movie talk. This is music. Now, will you find elements, if you break down all of my statements, of some kind of Christian doctrine? Yes, you would, because it's my worldview. Just as I take a look at Indian films, and you start to break down Indian films, and you see a theme of Hinduism running through a lot of Indian films. It's kind of what you would expect, because it's Hindustan, right? So that's the first thing. The first thing is I'm not Catholic. Second of all, I'm not a missionary. I am not in India trying to convert people, right? There are missionaries who do that, and there are probably some good missionaries. I do know some missionaries in India that I'm in contact with, and they're very nice people, but they're more involved in orphanages. Like, how do we feed these kids? How do we help people get a better education? They're doing more of that. How do we get you clean water, as opposed to getting involved into your elections? Okay, so that's number one. So number one was, you're a Christian missionary. No, that's Catholic, and I'm not a missionary. Okay. Number three, they're getting involved and they're trying to sabotage the BJP efforts because they're pro-Congress. Have you guys not watched the channel, you critics? A lot of you guys know this already, but I'm for the BJP. Like, so, like, I want to see Modi win because I like the fact that he is wanting to hold on to the Hindu culture. And this is going to lead me into another video series about Bollywood's golden era compared to now, which I'm going to do that video next, because when a society begins to lose its touch with its culture, with its history, with its religion, things change, and things change quickly, and things become very, very weird. All you got to do is look at America. There is a court case going on right now about a transgender person. So that's a dude with all the dude junk who maybe has mammaries, okay, and he went to a waxing place. I don't know if you have those in India. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. And there's something called a Brazilian wax where they wax your private parts to get all the hair off, and it's popular with certain women, right? And he wanted to have that done, but the woman who was doing it was Muslim, and said I can't do it on religious convictions, and he's suing, and his lawsuit is girls have male junk too. Now just think about that. Just think about that. Who in the hell says that? Like, when does who? No, boys have penises. Like no. This is very basic, and this is what I'm so worried about for India, is that the abandoning of the culture that Hindustan was founded upon is going to lead to where you can't even make basic decisions on, like, well, it's a boy. No, it's just so basic. Like, and so there is a wave in America of political correctness, I would say, where you're not allowed to say or offend anybody, and if you do, they're trying to take it, make it criminal, and I don't want that for India. I want India to stay how I see it, how I imagine it. India is this beautiful woman who's a pen pal, who is innocent and has all these things, all these attributes that you admire in the culture: the love of family, the love of parents, the respect of parents, the rags to riches as you rise up to kings of the East. All these amazing things. And I think the Western influence is going to spoil it. I think the Western influence is going to somehow, in my mind, turn this magical place into a little America. And I don't, being here in the culture, yeah, we got blue jeans, and yeah, there's a I don't want to say a better standard of living, maybe a higher standard of living, right? The typical American, like people were saying about my house when I did the video, like, you're rich to Indian standards. I'm not rich to American standards at all. I'm considered middle class, right? Um, but what good is it if you gain the world and lose your soul? What good is it if a society grows, if your level of income grows to the point, but there's a leanness of soul? What good is that? You can lose who you are. You can lose what India is as you modernize and westernize. And I think that's important. And I like Modi. I'm for the BJP. And I know that's not always popular because when you have two parties, you have two opinions. I was talking to a Sikh last week who owned a gas station, and dude, it was awesome. It was awesome because I saw him and I said, "Hey, what's up, man? You're Sikh, huh?" And he's like, "Yes, I am." And I said, "Man, you people are awesome. Like, look at the history of the Sikhs and going through, like Diljit." And he's like, "You know Diljit?" And I said, "Oh yeah, Diljit retweeted my movie thing." And he's like, what? And so we were just sitting talking, and I asked him, "So are you BJP or Congress?" And he said, "Well, I don't like BJP because they're corrupt. And the Congress is kind of good for business, but they got some weird ideas. I don't like Gandhi." And he started talking about a third party that he wants to be. AAP, I think, some AAP. And it was really cool to talk with him about it. And one of the things that he's concerned about is that India is going to lose what makes it India, right? And I see that happening in America. America is being stripped away of its Americanism, and it's sad to see. It really is. It's sad to see. So I just wanted to clear the air on this. Again, just to recap, am I a Christian missionary? No, I'm not. Those are Catholics who are kind of the villains of Christianity anyways, okay? They would be like our gundas, all right? I'm evangelical. I'm not a missionary. This is not a ministry. This is entertainment. I'm not in your country converting. Do I know people who are Christian missionaries? Yes. What are they doing? They're feeding children. They're trying to get clean water. They're teaching people to read, right? That's what they're doing. And I'm not against Modi. So, like, to say that I'm one of these Christian missionaries, then I am the most confused Christian missionary there is because I'm not Catholic and I'm going against the wrong side, right? Have you ever heard me, think about this, have you ever heard me promote Congress? Anyone? Now keep this in mind too. I want to make this very, very clear. A beautiful, dear YouTube friend is pro-Congress. He lives in Hyderabad. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to cause him any grief. It's okay to have a different opinion. That's fine, dude. I don't care. Everybody can have their own opinion. And let the voters win. Let the voting will win. So those are my thoughts. Again, I just want to make sure that I set the record straight because this is coming up a lot. And if I'm one of these Christian missionaries, I would be the worst one ever. Like, they'll fire me when they're like, "Oh, he's not even Catholic. Oh, he's helping the wrong party. Oh, what's he doing?" So, anyways, peace and much love. And we have an Indian friend named Sumya, and I like Sumya. Sumya is a likable guy, and he said my Telugu is of God, meaning only God can understand it. So let's practice. Well tanu. That's supposed to be goodbye, okay? Akada is supposed to be there. Ikada, here. Chusi nanduku. Thanks for watching. Chusi nanduku. Ella Anru. Ledu. Come on. You guys know this, right? Am I that off? What else we got here? Baladu. Manchi. Kaifi. Come on, dude. You know that. What do you say, my Telugus of God? Pelu. Junu? Cody. Pandu? Nilu. Come on, man. Come on. Please tell me somebody understood that. Please, somebody say you understood that. I'll catch you guys later. Oh, hey, just on the side note, I got copyright strikes coming. So I'm in the midst of that. So we're going to be tightening up what we're reacting to, and it's going to be more movie stuff. My apologies. We get a lot of requests for stuff. I'm going to do movies and songs, but YouTube ain't playing. Like they're looking for a reason, I think, to kick me off. So we're going to try to tighten it up and prolong this as long as possible. Peace and much love.